Hi friends, this is Arindam and I am coming to you from my rooftop. We have a very pleasant weather out here today. We just had light shower, very unusually pleasant weather for the month of May, and I decided to come to you with a short video, or what you call an awareness video, on this particular instrument that I play, most of you know, which is called the chromatic harmonica. So what is a harmonica actually? A harmonica is a free reed instrument, if we call it somewhat technically. So it's in the same family as accordion, or in the same family as harmonium. So what happens is that inside these holes, which are also like designated chambers, there are metal reeds. There are reeds. So when wind passes through those chambers, these reeds actually vibrate and they produce sound uh, in particular frequencies to which those reeds are tuned to. So we get musical notes out of each vibrating reed. Now the second thing is this chromatic harmonica. It's actually a blow draw instrument. Of course, it's a wind instrument, but unlike flute, or unlike saxophone, where you only have to blow in order to produce a musical note, the harmonica works both way. So each of these holes, as you see, so this produces this actually has two reeds. One we call a blow reed and the other one is a draw reed. So it produces two different musical notes, one when I blow into the instrument, and when I draw air out of the instrument. So like this, I am able to produce a total of 24 notes from this 12-hole instrument without using the slide. If I use the slide, and you see the slide has an action like this knob. So when I press this knob and again I go through the 12 holes of this instrument, I am able to produce 24 sounds, 24 musical sounds, 24 notes from 24 a set of 24 other reeds. So how it works like is that when you don't use the slide, I'll play through the instrument for you and let's see how it sounds like. So it turns out to be like. So what is the use of the slide then? So the use of the slide, if you press the slide and if you blow or draw air at the same position, the earlier note is now actually raised by a semitone. So for example, let's talk of the first 4 holes. So as we know, the first 4 holes would produce a total of 8 musical notes without using the slide, via blow draw, blow draw, blow draw. So it sounds like, without pressing the slide, it sounds like. Now with the slide pressed in, so you see each note is now raised by a semitone. So if I put it another way, the first 4 holes without using the slide gives you a major scale starting from with the tonic at the first hole blow. Now with the use of the slide, I can actually fill in all the missing sharps and flats that a major scale does not have, and thus constitute a 12-hole complete chromatic scale out of the first 4 holes, or for that matter the second 4 holes and the last 4 holes. So now I'll play the first 4 holes again, but now I'll press the slide as and when required to introduce or fill in the missing sharps and flats. So now it goes like. So were you able to figure out that how I use the slide to fill in the missing notes, or namely the 5 sharps and flats that sit outside the 7 major notes? So what it also means is that not only the complete chromatic scale, of course this is an That is an all-inclusive set of all the 12 notes that are available in a chromatic scale. You can also constitute other scales from this set, namely the minor scales, the different kind of minor scales. If you are accustomed to a little music theory, for example, the natural minor scale, the melodic minor scale, and the harmonic minor scale, and of course you have the major scales. You can also constitute other scales, for example the pentatonic or the hexatonic scales, so the scales that are constituted of, let's say, 5 or 6 notes. So as a bottom line, what it means is that now, with the use of the slide, it gives you complete freedom across 3 octaves, because this is a 12-volt instrument. Across 3 octaves you have the freedom to choose your own scale, and thus you can make a lot of music. You can possibly play a lot of your favorite songs on this particular instrument, be it a western pop number, or let's say be it most of Indian music, excluding possibly those kind of music which use the microtonal variations, let's say some of Indian classical music. But then also there are workarounds, and of course easily, very comfortably, what you can do is you can play a lot of Indian and Western popular music. So that makes it a very powerful tool actually to make music. And also, as you can see, this one is actually a really portable musical instrument. There are very few musical instruments around which are such small in dimension or size and are such easy to carry around, maybe in your backpack, maybe in your laptop bag, maybe in your pocket, and you can just almost go anywhere with this thing. If you're on a vacation, or for example if you are on the bus, if you are on your daily traffic commute and you just have some idle time and you want to not waste the time, you can put the time to very good use. You can practice music with this particular instrument. And there are very wonderful players across the world who make very good use of this instrument, starting from hobbyists or amateurs right down to professional players who put in absolutely a lot of practice, and they are very skilled, and they can make even Western classical or Indian classical or jazz or other complex forms of music sound very good with this particular instrument. So in that sense, this is actually a complete melody instrument across 3 octaves or even 4 octaves. There is a 4 octave variant available of this, there is a 2.5 octaves variant available of this by different manufacturers, and it provides you a lot of space with a lot of freedom to make the kind of music that you really wanted to play. So that was all about it, this awareness video, if you call. And I hope this video is especially going to be useful for those people who are not actually accustomed to this little instrument. They may be musicians, they may be not musicians as of yet, but they really want to pick up some instrument. They really want to express their love toward music with their instrument. So I hope this is going to be helpful for them. Also, if you like this particular video, and if you like some of my other content, I request you, if you could subscribe to my Facebook page, or if you could subscribe to my YouTube channel as well. I have both with my name, which is Arindam Sen. So if you can show your love and support, that would be great. So that's all for now. I hope you have a good time with the musical instrument of your choice and you make some good music. So keep playing. Have a happy time. Thank you.